Welcome back. Today, we're back on the road testing Tesla's full self-driving beta, version 12.6.1 in New York. If you caught my last test, you already know what happened. FSD made a critical mistake and tried to run a red light, almost right in front of a police car. That was definitely an intense moment. So today, we're here to see how this version handles a variety of real-world driving challenges. The focus will be on three key things: navigating narrow roads, handling unprotected left turns, and executing merges efficiently. And to really push the system, we're keeping it in hurry mode. That means the car should make more assertive driving decisions. The goal is to see whether FSD has improved over previous versions, especially compared to 12.5.4.2. Now let's get started. It's a windy day here in New York, and as soon as we begin, FSD immediately changes lanes. The movement is smooth, controlled, and decisive. That's already a good sign. In past versions, it sometimes hesitated, making sudden corrections, but right now it's handling lane changes well. As we approach the first unprotected left turn, I'm watching closely to see how it performs. In version 12.5.4.2, the car used to hesitate too much, sometimes getting stuck in the middle of an intersection. This time, it's reacting faster. We stop behind the white line at the stop sign, waiting for traffic to clear. A few cars pass, and then the car proceeds smoothly. It's a small improvement, but an important one. Hesitation in the middle of an intersection can be dangerous, so it's great to see Tesla refining this. Now on to one of the trickiest parts of the test: a narrow road with obstacles. This is a spot where FSD has struggled before, often second-guessing itself. But right now, the car is making the left turn confidently, without any nagging on the steering wheel. If you've watched my previous videos, you'll know this is a big deal, because in 12.5.4.2, the car would sometimes pause or require slight manual corrections. There's a garbage can rolling on the road due to the wind. Let's see what happens. FSD recognizes it and adjusts its path slightly to avoid it without overcorrecting. That's a major improvement. Previous versions would sometimes misinterpret small obstacles like this, either stopping completely or overreacting. Here, the system makes a natural, human-like adjustment. We'll run the narrow road test again to confirm. The car takes another left turn in a tight space, and once again, it handles it without hesitation. No sudden braking, no awkward corrections. It's starting to feel more like FSD 13, which I had the chance to try in my cousin's car. That version also felt smoother overall, and it looks like 12.6.1 is bringing some of those improvements. Next up, a brand new road that isn't mapped in Tesla's GPS. This is where the system has to rely entirely on the cameras and vision-based navigation. The right turn is executed correctly, and instead of shifting lanes immediately after, like it used to do in older versions, it stays in the correct lane. That's exactly how it should be driving. But then an issue: FSD suddenly brakes too hard at a yellow light. The car could have easily made it through safely, but instead, it slams the brakes. That's one of those moments where it still needs improvement. Now, let's talk about unprotected left turns again, but this time with sun glare directly hitting the cameras. This is a well-known challenge for FSD. In the first attempt, it struggles. The car doesn't seem to see properly and just stops. I have to take over. On the second attempt, it does better, creeping forward cautiously before making the turn. Still, the sun remains a major factor, and Tesla will need to work on improving visibility in these conditions. Next, we're testing U-turns. This is where FSD has to make quick decisions based on approaching traffic. During one test, a car is coming fast from the left. If FSD hesitates, we could have an issue, but this time it handles it like a pro, accelerating just enough to make the turn safely while avoiding any interference with the other vehicle. These are the moments where the system is starting to feel more reliable. We repeat the test, and this time, the car actually waits for another vehicle to pass before making the turn. That's a noticeable difference from previous versions, where it might have forced the turn too soon. This type of patience is crucial for real-world driving. One more unprotected left turn test. The sun is still a challenge, and once again, the car struggles. I have to take over. This just confirms what we've seen before. Direct sunlight on the cameras significantly affects performance. Tesla will need to improve how FSD deals with extreme lighting conditions. Finally, another U-turn attempt. This time, the system slows down to avoid an oncoming truck. It recognizes the vehicle in time, waits, and then makes the turn once it's safe. That's exactly what it should be doing, and it's a great sign of improvement. Overall, version 12.6.1 is showing clear progress. Narrow roads, U-turns, and unprotected lefts are handled more confidently, and lane changes feel smoother. But there are still issues: harsh braking at yellow lights, hesitation in strong sunlight, and occasional inconsistencies. Still, this version is moving in the right direction. If you've tested this version, let me know your thoughts. Have you noticed similar improvements? What's still frustrating for you? And before wrapping up, a quick mention: if you're a Tesla FSD beta tester, check out the FSD beta bumper magnet, available now on Amazon. It's a great way to let other drivers know your car is in self-driving mode. Thanks for listening. If you found this interesting, make sure to subscribe and give this a like. Your support helps a lot. More tests are coming soon. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next episode.